Welcome back to Sonoran Miniatures. Today I'll be working on part 2 of my Riverbed base plate. I've prepared some bits and primed them black. I have Necron, Space Marine, and Tau bits, as well as some resin skulls. With the Necron bits, I'm painting them with Runelord Brass. You may notice that I'm applying a pretty thick coat. I'm not overly concerned with the detail in these parts, as they won't be that noticed overall. With the Space Marine bits, I'm using Caledor Sky. The Tau Crisis suit head is painted in Mephiston Red. Now with the skulls, I did have to do a couple of thin layers of Ushtabi Bone to get the color right. This is mainly due to the fact that it is such a light color being painted on black primer. In the future I would probably use a white primer to prevent this. Next, with all of the bits, I generously apply a wash of Nuln Oil. I want them to look as dirty as possible since they are representing dead parts of fallen warriors. I am now dry brushing all of the bits with Tau Light Ochre to give the impression of a layer of dust on all of the parts. And here is the result of all of the painted bits. All that's left to do is to take them off of their wire and glue them to the board. Next, I'm using super glue to apply some small terrain bushes and the painted bits to the base plate. Be sure to place these in random places to look like an old battlefield. And now for the embarrassing part. The mixture you see here being applied is the wrong recipe. It ended up being very lumpy and was difficult to spread out. I realistically didn't make enough for the entire base plate, and I didn't add enough water so it would flow evenly. Here's the end result, which did not provide enough coverage and was uneven. After it dried, I chipped it up and scraped up the dried mixture. Time to start over. That being said, here's the correct recipe. I mixed 12 tablespoons of cornstarch, 7 tablespoons of water, 1.5 teaspoons of nutmeg brown, and 3 drops of apple barrel pavement. I did start out with 6 tablespoons of water in the beginning, but the mix was too thick. I do, however, recommend starting out with a 2-to-1 ratio of starch and water, then thin it as needed after you mix in your color. I then slowly poured out the mixture inside the border of the rocks, starting at the edges and working my way in. Be careful not to get any of the mix on the rocks or bits. After I was finished pouring, I placed some rolled up paper towels underneath one side to make the base plate level. I allowed this to dry for a full 48 hours, then applied a matte clear coat. In the first few hours or so, it will look dry and not cracked, but don't panic. The surface dries first, creating a skin of sorts. When the interior dries out, it shrinks, causing cracks in the skin, giving the desired look of a dry riverbed. And here's the final product. With a blue background, it gives the effect of a desolate, dry riverbed, complete with scattered remnants of an old battlefield. Perfect for a diorama, terrain piece, or for your own model photography. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe.